Hi everybody! Hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to make an astrology video. Thank you for watching, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and use the links down below to find me live on Twitch and to book readings and personal consultations with me, astrological and tarot readings included. So today we're talking about the South Node. If you don't know what the South Node is, we have a video right here for you to watch, because we are talking about the South Node in Aries today. Alright, so what is the South Node? Very quickly, it means your spiritual comfort place. Alright, do not confuse with your physical comfort place. They might share similarities. In your specific case, it might be the same thing, but for another person, it might not be. Alright, but most times it is, alright? And what is Aries? Or the energy, the frequency and vibration of Aries? It is cardinal fire. Cardinal starting, initiating, fire, visions, feelings, expressions, actions, and imaginations. So, if you have the South Node in Aries, it means that you feel more comfortable, or you feel safe, or you already know how to do those things, to initiate visions, initiate actions, and initiate new feelings or the expression of new feelings. But also, remember that Aries is ruled by Mars. So that means that you will be very comfortable in passion, motivation, anger, and frustration, especially if you are about to express it or create a new perspective out of those things. So, first thing, real quick, that came up to my mind on the negative note about South Node in Aries is the fact that you might feel comfortable in being rash, reckless, or being aggressive and frustrated. You might think it's a good, positive thing about you. You might think that's the way you should go about the world, and that's not entirely true, because your South Node basically means something you already have done, something that you spiritually already spent a lot of time doing. So depending on your sun, moon, rising, and Mercury, for an example, you actually might need to go out of those spaces, right? And to go to your North Node, which is always opposite of your South Node, and be a bit more balanced, be a bit more sophisticated. But why? Because like the North Node is the new thing that you should go through, and the South Node is like why? Why you want to go to that new place? Because you spent so much time in that old place, spiritually speaking. In your case, Aries, right? Also, on the positive side, it means that you feel comfortable being alone, being yourself. Then how and when depends in what house you have your South Node. But for me, spiritually speaking, I think this is great alignment for like spirituality, thinking for yourself, being yourself, not being afraid of challenging yourself and others, because you feel comfortable in initiating new visions, right? You feel comfortable in expressing those visions. You feel comfortable in being passionate, in being motivated, right? And for me, one of the most, it's not the biggest as in intensity and quantity, but it's the biggest problem in terms of the most common, right, in today's society is the lack of passion, the lack of personal interests, or the lack of drive to go after and follow those things, right? So if you South Node in Aries, you feel comfortable doing those things, right? You feel comfortable in pursuing your dreams, or at least thinking and imagining about it, or creating scenarios where you are able to express those things. But you feel comfortable, right? You already know how to do it, so you might be like spoiled, spiritually speaking, and not use that power, not use those things, or use it for the wrong things, or use it in the wrong way, where you burn bridges, you become alone, or nobody is able to relate with you because you feel so comfortable in being alone. You feel so already relatable or related to that idea of initiating things by yourself, and being ready to sacrifice a relationship or a connection because they don't meet your visions, they don't meet your spiritual principles, they are not passionate as you, they're not as unique as you, or at least they don't show it, they don't express it as much, right? So you're ready to like label that person as not as individual, not as spiritual, not as in your same level, which is true. But remember, teamwork makes the dream work. So even like sometimes you have to connect with people that are not as unique, not as individual as you, because they might force you to go through certain scenarios that will teach you to be better individual and connect with others at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you go around a lot of people that have like Libra sun or some more air energy or more earth energy, you'll be forced to go out of your Aries self node and be more a part of the world instead of being so comfortable in your own world, in your own vision, in your own feelings, right? You're going to be forced to use that because you can't run from your south node and you can't run from your north node. They're like the alignments that you can't run, really. Like, you can lie to yourself about your sun, you can lie to yourself about your moon and whatever, but your north node and south node you can't. It's like, because you're already there. You're already on that path, right? And the sun is how you see your path. The moon is how you feel about your path. Mercury is how you communicate about your path. Mars is how passionate you are about your path. But the south node and the north node are the path that you're already in, right? So, people that force you out of your south node energy is people, places, things, and experiences that force you to still be that south node in Aries. My bad. They still force you, or you still are that energy, or still comfortable in those scenarios, but now you must be a bit more sophisticated, be a bit more sociable, be a bit more relatable, having others a little bit more into consideration, understanding that others might have bigger and stronger limits and boundaries than you, and they might not have the ability to break easily through those limits and boundaries. And you, by already being comfortable, by already knowing how to do Aries, knowing how to create sparks and create imaginations and create new visions, you should be the one teaching them how to do it and be patient with them. North Node in Libra, right? I know, I have my South Node is cusp, Pisces, Aries. Like, I know this, man. It's like, okay, can you do it? No. Like, you're always in that mini impatience mode. But because then I have Pisces there, I'm a bit more comprehensive, a bit more compassionate, a bit more entangled with others. If you have pure South Node Aries, you might be not that. You might lack that aspect, right? But in the end of the day, spiritually speaking, it's a great alignment, right? But there is a reason why we exist in a physical body. Because we want to connect with others, we want to build with others, we want to experience things with others. And if you get stuck in that in South Node in Aries, if you can't create awarenesses in the opposite energy, you will be forever alone in your own world. And this is also a very generic comprehension of South Node in Aries, because it's, especially South Node and North Node, it's very, very individual, very unique. You and I might have the same South Node, North Node, but we go about it in very different ways because we have all different alignments to go through that path, right? You might be on a bike, I might be on a car, you might be on a truck, I might be on an airplane, you might be on a submarine, I might be walking instead of driving a vehicle, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know more, use the links down below, use the email down below to contact me for readings and whatnot. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch me live here on YouTube as well. Leave a like and subscribe. Till the next time, esoteric cloud surfer surfing out. Enjoy yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, believe in all possibilities, and remember, the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. See you soon.